What's going on? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. Sharkey speaking. I hope you're all doing really well. So I want to talk about our current home form this season at St James's Park and talk about how we need to make St James's Park a fortress again. We need to get back to the way we used to play at home, where we used to be solid to beat, hard to break down, and we used to win games at home quite comfortably. Now this season, it's been not acceptable in my opinion. We've lost 7 home games out of 9, which is very disappointing. If you want to stay in the Premier League this season, you've got to win your home games. And this season, we're doing better away from home than we are doing at home. We've won 2 games out of 9. And we have won 2 games away from home. And we've also picked up draws away from home along the way. Now, the teams that we've lost to at home this season, it's unacceptable. I mean, you look at some of the teams such as West Ham, Brighton, Wolves. We should have got something against Tottenham. And we've let it slip. And because we've been slow to starting games at home, it's been the reason why we've lost games, because we haven't attacked as much as what we probably would do away from home in the second half of games. It's because Rafa Benitez sets up at home like you would do away from home. He sets up to defend and hit teams on the counter-attack. Now, for me at home, we've got to be the team that goes out all guns blazing. We've got to go and hit teams on the counter-attack. We've got to stamp our authority in the first half, get the early goal and go and get the second and the third. Not rely on the away team to score first and then get back into the game. We need to take the initiative and go and get the points and make the game safe before the away team gets back into it. Now, away from home, I get it completely. Rafa Benitez will go defensive and then we'll sort of hit them on the counter-attack and we'll nick a goal, maybe in the second half, and defend, just like we did against Huddersfield over the weekend. Now, the second half of the season, we've got to be better at home because, again, teams at the bottom of the league, when they're playing at home, such as Huddersfield, Burnley, clubs like that, they will be defending for their lives. They'll be wanting the 3 points. They will not be surrendering points to the away teams, especially teams like Newcastle that are looking for points for the second half of the season to stay in the Premier League. We need to be hard to beat at St James's Park. We need to be a lot better on the ball. Rafa Benitez needs to be tactically sound when it comes to setting up these teams at home. We need to be a lot more ruthless. We need to score a lot more goals as well than we're doing, because the problem is this season is we don't score enough goals. Yes, Salman Rondon scored a few, but it's not enough. You have to look at it in January. We definitely need a striker who's going to get you that 10 to 15 goals to keep you in the Premier League. We definitely need another creative midfielder. We'll probably need another winger. We need to be looking at the back as well, because we've had a few injuries to Lejeune. We've had Fernandes out for a little bit. Lascelles has been out. So that's somewhere where we need to look at this January to improve our home performances. Now, just our performances in general. I mean, yes, at home, the 2 games that were won, which were Watford and Bournemouth, but to be fair, we're lucky to win against Watford because we hung in there, and yes, we got the late goal. Bournemouth was quite convincing. We definitely deserved the 3 points there. But we need to shut out teams a lot quicker. I mean, Watford could easily have got the equaliser in that game at St James's at the end if they had a bit more quality. And okay, it's not helping with the takeover talk. It's not helping with the poor atmosphere at the ground, because it's not just Newcastle, but it's other clubs. When they play at home, the atmosphere isn't the same to what it is away from home. Obviously, the weather hasn't been great, of course, over the last month. We've been a little winter, but we definitely need to improve our home performances, and we need to be climbing up that table. Yep, we're currently sitting 14th in the league. We've got Fulham coming up on Saturday, a chance to get another 3 points. But I'll talk about more at Fulham on Thursday in the preview at 12 o'clock. But we need to start off on the front foot. We need to be creating opportunities, not sitting back allowing the away team, to have the initiative. It's all about us. It's all about the fans as well, getting behind the team, chanting them on, being a bit more louder when it comes to actual support. I know it's tough, but it's something that we need to do. We need to keep staying behind Rafa Benitez. You've got to remember, his hands have been tied in terms of transfers. We weren't backed properly in the summer, and that's always been a problem at the football club, obviously, since Mike Ashley's been here. Yes, he is looking to sell the club, and he has been honest in saying he's going to try and sell it to the right buyer. They've obviously got to come in and buy the club for what he wants, which is 300 million, but they've also got to have additional funds to buy players. It's all good buying the club for 300 million, but we need additional funds for players, which has also been a big sticking point over the last 4 to 5 years. You could say that about, the American WWE. You could say that about Kenyan currently. You could say that about Amanda Staveley. But like I say, I'll believe it when I see it. And obviously there's been a problem with Mike Ashley at the home games. He hasn't been over the last few weeks, I believe, but hopefully he's going to be coming to the next few games so you can see what's happening. And if he's still going to be here in January, he's going to give us some money to spend to strengthen the squad, going forward into the new year and beyond. And also, Rafa Benitez still hasn't signed his contract yet. I'm sure he'll sign that at the end of the season. If not, most chances likely he'll be away, and I wouldn't blame him. But like I say, get behind the lads. St James's Park is our home. It's your home. We've got to stay behind the lads. Don't give up. The performances haven't been good enough, and I'm sure the players are aware of that. But we just need to stay behind the team and hopefully get 3 points against Fulham on Saturday and make it 3 wins out of 10 at St James's Park. So it's important, that the lads sort of keep plugging away like they did against Huddersfield and take it into the next few games. Okay, I've got to be tough. But just a little brief talk about, the home performances, how they haven't been acceptable and how we need to improve, and we need to, be on the front foot and not defend. Away from home, it's acceptable, but at home, we've got to be better. Anyway, you let me know your thoughts about the current home situation at St James's Park this season. How do you think we need to improve? And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Put your comments in down below. It's been Sharkey. Until the next one, how are the lads?